Hello everybody, welcome to round number 2. We're on the play, unfortunately with a mulligan, but that's okay. We're gonna get a... this one's sketchy. Don't really want to go to 5. I guess I keep this. Land? No. Alright, we get 2 shots at a land here. We do have 16 lands in our deck, so we're about 50% each time. We're about 75% to hit a land. Not that we necessarily win if we hit a land, but it's at least a game. Whereas if we go to 5, we don't really know what's going on. And we do have 2 2-drops and a 3-drop that, like, cycles. So if we can somehow, get 2 lands in our top 3 cards, Reckless Racer could get us out of this mulligan a little bit, or help us out of this mulligan. So that was kind of my theory there. Gotta draw land here, though. And we whiff. Alright. Well, I gave myself about a 75-ish% chance to draw land. We just didn't get it done. But that's okay. A land could still be good here, obviously, right? Aether Chaser here is still a very good card. And a whiff. Alright. That's not good. I mean, the hand's so sketchy, but I don't really know what else to do there. Eagle. I mean, alright, might have to play Plunderer here. But anyways, we gotta draw a land. That's really what we gotta do. It doesn't matter if we play Plunderer or Chaser, just gotta draw a land. Step number 1. Alright, drew land. Don't have an option between Plunderer and Chaser. Just gonna go a nice little Chaser here. It's good that we drew a land. But they can attack for 4 next turn and play a follow-up, so that's still a little sketchy. But there are ways we win, obviously, right? One of the ways we win is by our opponents not really having the right mix of land and spells. Another way, so they could either have too many lands, not enough lands, too many spells, not enough spells, things like that. So all those are ways that we win. We could draw out of this just like perfectly and maybe even beat them even though we're off curve. So there are some ways like that it is possible for us to win here. It starts with a land here, though. Watchful Automaton. That's not quite going to do it. We're not for sure dead, but we're pretty close to dead. I mean, they get to attack with Aether Inspector this turn, which is like the sickness. Okay, now we're pretty dead. I just don't want to show them anymore. That's the real issue. Alright, here we go. I'm just going to run it back. I think we just got to run it back here. I mean, honestly, didn't see a lot I was that scared of there. They just had an aggro deck that curved out, but I mean, we could stop that start with a Skyship Plunderer. We could stop it with a Hinterland Drake. We could stop it with a Revolution, obviously. So, we have the Aether Tidal Whale, the Confiscation Coup. We have a lot of power in our deck, so we just gotta draw the right mix of lands and spells. This is another sketchy one. No blue lands. So I can have 2 draws to draw a blue land. Ew. I'm good at mulligan. Alright. Top. Ugh, let's go team. Let's go team. Let's see what our opponent does here. They start off with the Swamp. We're going to follow it up with a mountain here. We don't want to show them islands yet. They have no idea what we're on. Next turn is probably going to be the Aether Torch Renegade. It just stops a lot of the stuff that we saw that game that could possibly be going on. Stops all the servos. Doesn't stop that, but neither does Hinterland Drake, so... I was going to say, we really need the 4th land here. Also, not curving out, not being aggressive is not fantastic, but it's what we gotta do. Chandra's Revolution isn't really going to do anything against the Scrap Heap Scrounger. I mean, what's really going to stop our opponent is us out aggroing them we're not really playing the control role in this game. Like, I don't think we win playing the control role, even though that's kind of what our cards want to do. So that's a little weird. Alright, gotta take 3 here. Gotta go to 17. We're probably going to be taking it next turn too, going to, well, 14. No land? Whatever. Doesn't even matter at this point. Do I get 1 in, or do I just... I think I leave it up. I'm just gonna play an Iron Tread Crusher here. Like, if they have a kill spell for Aether Torch Renegade, they have a kill spell for Aether Torch Renegade. I don't want them to be able to, like, impeccable timing it or whatever, so I'm not gonna attack. This is how we get them, right? If they just don't play anything relevant turns 3 and 4. This is how you get them here. Because they're hitting me to 14 here, but I'm going to be attacking for 6 next turn, threatening to hit them to 14. I could also just threaten the block. Yeah, so instead of attacking for all that, I think it might be better just to threaten a block. But that's just not aggressive enough. We have so many ways to crack through that, though. Like, Whirler Virtuoso is just so good. Whirler Virtuoso, Arrow of Innovation. Just insane. Alright, I think I just play Hinterland Drake. I'm going to play 1 Mountain, keep 1 in my hand, though. Because I do kind of need to play around Implement of Malice here. That might sound silly, but it is a very relevant Magic card, so I definitely should play around it. An interesting thing happens if he just attacks with Aether Inspector and Scrap Heap Scrounger. I think in that situation, I don't crew up the vehicle because he could have, like, decommission or whatever. I think in those situations, I actually block the Aether Inspector with Hinterland Drake and then shoot it. That way my 6/6 doesn't die. That way, like, any creature I draw basically crews it. Literally any creature. So that would be pretty good. Also, having all these mountains means that we can't just draw a Skywheel as an out here, which is kind of unfortunate. I mean, what trick do they have? Yeah. They have to have something. I mean, do they just still have impeccable timing? That would make sense why they left it up on their 3rd turn. Come on, Midnight Entourage, alright. At least that's something I can Chandra's Revolution. Yeah, it's going to kind of suck if he has +2/+2 here, but what can you do? Alright, our opponent gets a draw card, which is a little sick. Just 2 for 1ing us all over the place, but we get to Skyship Plunderer, which is pretty fantastic. I think I just attack for 2 here, because I can afford to, right? Because I can still crew Iron Tread Crusher. And I don't think just leaving back the 2/3 is enough, so... You know, I mean, if we draw some more creatures, if we draw a Bastion Inventor into Bastion Inventor or something, we have a chance. But, again, I mean, our opponent has 6 cards in hand, we have 0 cards in hand, and it's not like we're crushing on this board, so, you know, that's not fantastic news. I'm just going to crew this up here, because I know he's obviously going to kill the Skyship Plunderer. I mean, 4th Bridge Prowler is just so sick here. We do get to kill it with Aether Torch Renegade, but Skyship Plunderer was going to be fantastic, just getting us the energy for Aether Torch Renegade to possibly 2 or 3 for 1 them down the line. Reverse Engineer is another card that could possibly get us back into the game, but we only have 1 island, so a lot of our outs, like the Sky Whale and Reverse Engineer, things that kind of gain us card advantage to get back into the fight a little bit, are not applicable here. I would still love to draw them, because then, you know, we're just on the hunt for an island and off we go, but, you know, not incredibly applicable here. Forge Bridge Prowler, obviously going to eat the Skyship Plunderer. Air of Innovation is also a decent out, because we can draw a Whirler Virtuoso or something like that. And then we're just cooking. Decommission here. Thopter Arrest. Yeah. Alright. Got Thopter arrested. Yep. This one is not looking good, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize, but it is just not looking good here. So we're going to make another servo, obviously. I just got to draw something good here. Again, 4 cards in hand is very hard to battle with. Alright, gotta get that on the battlefield, obviously, just because I don't want them to have like an implement of malice or something, and then we have to discard it, because that's gross, so I would rather just get it on the battlefield. This way, I can cast my Reverse Engineers, I can cast my Aether Whales. Let's see what he does in combat. Attacking with the 3-2 for sure. I mean, just gonna block here and then do 1. I don't know if he thought about that or didn't, but whatever. This could not be good, possibly. Ooh, is this Battle of Bridges, or... No. Alright. Well, I'm gonna shoot this, so that's at least getting that off the board. Alright. So at least we got to take care of the Aether Inspector there. We're gonna get to kill one more thing, obviously, but it's going to be weird. We gotta draw something good here. Destructive Tampering. This just kills an artifact, right? Yeah, I mean, we can kill this, but it doesn't do a lot. I guess I have to destroy this, just the servo's so easy to destroy. I mean, he can't get it back this turn at least, although he can obviously get it back next turn. So it's like really a not good play, but I'm basically playing to my out, which is Aether Tidal Whale, and I don't even know if that's an out, but if he attacks with everything next turn, then my plan is to double block Strangler, shoot the 4th Bridge Prowler, take 4, survive with something. I mean, I could also block like this and shoot this. I take less damage that way. I do take less damage that way, and I survive with the 8th Torch Renegade in case I draw something that makes energy or something. If I draw Aethertide Whale, I'm alive here. Right? Because I can... Yeah, because I can shoot something. Is Aethertide Whale still alive? I can block this, shoot this. Yeah, Aethertide Whale is still alive. Gotta draw it right here, though. Aethertide Whale. Come on! Oh, baby. Oh, my lord, come on. Yup. Well, that was our out. So now he can't attack with everything. He can just attack with Mastodon. If he attacks with Mastodon, I block with the Aethertide Whale and bounce it. Oh my god, this is gonna suck. Is this the win? Yeah, they got it. Alright. They did it. Congratulations. On to round number 3. See you there. Thank you so much for watching. They had +2/+2 anyways. Ooh, Maverick. Ooh! Alright. See you for round number 3.